Hey, so this started as me doing something for the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1, but that didn't happen. So we're just gonna do Iron Man in 3 minutes and 41 seconds. So I hope that's an equal trade off. I'm sorry, I got other things to do, and I didn't have time to edit all the other stuff. But since I got all the audio, I should be able to get it out to you by the week. Bye! In 2008, America was at war with a group of terrorists calling themselves the Ten Rings. Stark Industries, founded by Howard Stark and later run by Tony Stark, his arrogant son, is involved directly with this war, being the Army's main source of new and more deadly weapons. At the beginning of this movie, Tony has no problem with such things, but after being kidnapped by the Ten Rings and seeing the bad guys have his weapons as well and are using them to kill innocents, Tony begins to switch his philosophy. Tony, while in the caves of the Ten Rings hideout, is encouraged by a man named Yinsen to fight his way out using what he knows about weapons and engineering. The first thing Tony does is make a way he can more efficiently live. You see, while being kidnapped, a bomb exploded next to him, sending shrapnel barreling into his chest. Tony builds a miniature arc reactor to power an electromagnet that keeps shrapnel from entering his heart. After this, Tony and Yinsen make plans for a suit that will be powered by the arc reactor and can be a shield for both of them to make it out alive. During the startup of the suit, the duo are found out and Yinsen gives his life to give Tony ample time to escape.
Come on, we gotta go. Move with me, come on, we got a plan, we're gonna stick to it.
We get back to America where Tony is convinced that making weapons shouldn't be Stark Industries' priorities anymore, and they should focus on the new arc reactor technology. Tony creates two more suits, the Mark II and the Mark III, and uses the Mark III to once again fight the Ten Rings. This time they're held out in Golmira with a huge stash of Stark weapons. Tony learns that his friend, mentor, and longtime business partner, Obadiah Stane, has been selling weapons to the terrorists directly to keep the war going indefinitely. Tony takes care of the Ten Rings, destroys his own weapons, and leaves. As he is leaving, the US Army takes notice of his new Iron Man suit, and while trying to get away, Tony destroys an F-22 fighter jet. Colonel Rhodes, Rhodey, Stark's best friend, helps cover up the existence of the Iron Man suit by saying it was an unfortunate training exercise. Later, we learn that Obadiah Stane was the one who orchestrated the kidnapping of Stark, and he is using the remnants of Mark I to build a new suit, the Ironmonger. Stane goes to Tony, needing a power source for the suit, paralyzes him, and steals the arc reactor, keeping him alive. Thankfully, this one is the upgraded version he made once he got back from captivity, and Stark is able to use the old one to put on the Mark III suit and get revenge on Stane. Tony exploits the older Mark I technology and blows up the full-size arc reactor at Stark Industries to get rid of Stane and protect Pepper, his semi-love interest. In this movie, they're just kind of flirty with each other. After this, Tony tells the world that he's Iron Man, and the movie ends. Hey, so recording this other stuff took a lot longer than I imagined, so as you can probably tell from my redone intro, we're doing Iron Man today, and I'll get you the rest of Phase 1 another day. Or maybe it's just a different series. Maybe it's just movies in 3 minutes. I don't know. See ya. Like and subscribe, kids.